Hello everybody, I am Tiffany and today I am doing a movie review. Woo! Guess what guys? I actually watched one of the million DVDs I have on my shelf. What? I know, that's crazy, right? Because I haven't watched any of them yet and I have a whole bunch. I was really excited and proud of myself that I got to watch a movie off of my shelf that I have in my home. It was so cool. I don't know why I'm so excited about this, but I was. The movie I am reviewing today is called Glengarry Glen Ross. It was originally a play and then adapted into a movie, and it has an amazing cast including Kevin Spacey, Alec Baldwin, Al Pacino, Ed Harris, and a bunch of other people. And it's a really good movie. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. Now I will admit it was really different than what I thought it was going to be. Just the cover and everything gave me this vibe of like mystery thriller type thing. And it's not a mystery thriller type thing, sadly. It's a lot more about business and corporate America. And it's categorized as mystery because it has a mystery element to it, but it's not heavily like giant crime scene, let's figure it all out type thing. It's about these four salesmen. Their goal is to sell pieces of land to people, and they have to do it, you know, by kind of lying a little bit and all of that. This guy comes in and tells them that there's this competition going on, that they have to close these sales, and they haven't been closing them. So he's saying to them that first place gets a car, second place gets a set of dinner knives, and then third place gets fired. It's basically getting them on edge and making them be a little bit more desperate in order to keep their job, because if they don't win, then they're fired. I would just say be patient, because going into it, I was like, oh, what is this movie? As I went further along is when I really started to enjoy it. The pace of it is fantastic. It's really quick. It's only an hour and 40 minutes, so it's not that long of a movie, and that's why it's definitely one that you have to sit down and just watch all the way through together. Like, I mean, I'm never one to stop in the middle of a movie. If I have to stop in the middle of a movie, I don't start from where I left off. I will restart the movie because I need to understand all of it. I would just say this movie, you just gotta kind of stick with it all the way through. And it's quick, so it's not like you're sitting on the couch for 2 hours plus. I definitely recommend this movie. I don't know if it's for everybody. Again, it is about corporate America, business, and stuff like that, so I think people who understand that a little bit more really enjoy this movie. I don't understand a whole lot about it, but it was still really fast-paced enough and had certain elements in it of a little bit of mystery that kept me intrigued. I do not necessarily think that everybody will love it, but maybe I'm wrong and you all will love it. But I'd say definitely give it a chance. Like I said, it has an amazing cast. That should be enough for you to just pick up this movie and give it a shot. Go for it. Go for it. Some statistics, it has a 7.8 out of 10 on IMDb, which means it is a mind-blowing movie. It definitely is. And then it's categorized as crime, drama, and mystery. It's not the best side of corporate America. It shows the deceptive side of corporate America. It's really all I can tell you without spoiling you insanely. So, Buttercup, get... This is my cat. Okay. You're holding on to the bed. No! But that's really all I can really tell you without spoiling you. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into spoilery sections. Goodbye, non-spoilery people. Go watch this movie and tell me what you think. Goodbye. See you later. Don't trick people into selling pieces of land, alright? Okay, cool. Glengarry Glen Ross. Alright. Like I said, I went into this not really expecting it to be what it was. I thought it was going to be a lot more mystery and everything, and it really wasn't a mystery, technically. But it was still super duper fun. I think the fast-pacedness of it really helped me, because if it wasn't that fast-paced, I don't know if I could have sat through it all. It was a little bit slow-moving just a little bit at the beginning because I wasn't completely getting what was going on. And then Alec Baldwin came in and stole the show, and I was like, okay, this is amazing. Alec Baldwin gave like the best speech ever. And I was laughing really hard because I finally got what they were referencing in Boss Baby. The first line that Alec Baldwin basically gives in this movie is, "Put the coffee down. Coffees are for closers." And I was like, where the heck have I heard that before? And then I remembered in the Boss Baby trailer, he's like, "Put the cookie down. Cookies are for closers." And I was laughing so hard because I finally got where that was from. The fact that Alec Baldwin is the voice of the baby made it even better. But that speech was pretty awesome. I really liked it, and it got me like really into the movie. I love the part he like took out brass balls. Just go search that speech. That speech is hilarious. And then you'll laugh even harder since Boss Baby came out. This movie kind of took different turns than what I was expecting because they announced the competition. You can win a car, a set of steak knives, or you can get fired. That's great. Love that third place prize right there. So I really thought it was going to focus completely around that competition. And it did in a way, but not in the way I expected. I thought it would be, you see them all doing different ways of trying to get land. You don't really see a ton of people closing deals. You'd see Al Pacino's character Ricky Roma, of course he closes a deal because he's like the best there. But other than that, you really don't see it. Even like Shelley Levine, he ends up selling a piece of land at the very end, but it ends up being completely bogus and there's no way that it's gonna actually go through. You don't really see the outcome of the competition or anything like that, which kind of bugged me a lot because I really actually wanted to see what was going to happen. While the competition is announced, you kind of follow them from that night and then like the next day. And what happens is Alec Baldwin leaves a bunch of these leads, and the leads are like tips that these salesmen get so that they can go and sell their pieces of land to certain people who would possibly be interested. That's how they make their money. They're all like freaking out because they're not allowed to see these new leads. They're getting all these old leads that there's no possible way they're going to sell those leads. So then they start hatching out this plan, especially Dave's character. He's like the central figure of this plan, and then also George gets involved in it where they start talking about going and breaking into the office and stealing the leads and maybe selling them to another guy named Graf, who I'm guessing is like a competitor. You have this whole aspect of them hatching this plan, and then the next day is when everything goes kablam, kaboom, blah. Come into the office, and of course the leads were stolen. You're kind of expecting it because they were talking about it the night before, but there's still a mystery aspect to it because you don't know if George, who was talking to Dave about it, is actually going through with it. I really just liked that second day because you had so many different things going on. You had them being investigated, but then you had the guy Ricky Roma close to come in saying that his wife said that he needs to get his check back. And like he's not actually going to go through with the deal. And you have Al Pacino, Ricky Roma, frantically trying to keep him from actually going back on his deal. Trying to use the whole 3 to 5 business day thing. Because there is a law saying that you have 3 days to actually change your mind once you've made a sale. Ricky Roma tries to corrupt it and say it's only 3 to 5 business days, and he's trying this whole giant thing. And it's really, really cool, but it also shows the corruption, and I'm like, oh, you sneaky person. And he just felt so bad for that character because you're like, oh my god, dude, he is like tricking you nonstop. But it was like interesting because I was watching it with my mom, and she works like as a compliance officer and everything, so she knows a lot of these laws. So it was really interesting seeing her reaction and saying this is what corporate business can be like sometimes. And it did have an ending I did not expect whatsoever, which happened with Shelley Levine. So Shelley Levine, you feel really bad for because you know that his wife is like sick in the hospital, or his daughter, someone related to him, and you know he needs this money. So he comes in with this like $82,000 close, and at first I'm like, he's lying. Like, he made it up and forged some contracts and stuff like that so he could get his money. But it ended up not being that. I knew he did something bad, but I didn't know what. And then it was actually that he ended up taking part in the robbery with Dave. And he's the one that sold the leads to Graf in order to get money for his family. And I was like, oh my gosh. Then Kevin Spacey's like, you're gonna have to get fired, dude. Because Kevin Spacey's character is a jerk and annoying and like ruins the whole deal for Ricky Roma and everything. You're just like, ugh. Kevin Spacey, good job being really the annoying boss, because that's the whole point of his character, I feel like. Kevin Spacey just does a fantastic job no matter what. So the ending is just him walking into the office, and you don't really know anything else. You just kind of leave it open-ended. You figure that Ricky Roma lost that deal, and you figure that Shelley's going to get fired. I really liked the movie, but I wish there was more. I wish there was a more conclusive ending to it. I just felt like it was so open-ended, and I was like, what happens now? Who won the competition? Is nobody winning because Shelley got fired, so that kind of ruins the whole competition? I'm so confused. That was my only thing about the movie, is I really didn't like the ending. It had this really big build-up, and then I just felt like it stopped. And this is one of those instances where I really wanted it to be longer than an hour and 40 minutes. Just I know it's based off a play, so I'm like really curious to read the play now and see if it ends somewhat the same way or if the movie changed it a little bit. I don't know. I like to compare and contrast those things. Movies actually stick pretty close to the plays that they base them off of. They don't like drastically change an ending or anything like that. I have to see. I have to see if it's exactly the same or not. I don't feel satisfied with that ending. Glengarry, Glen Ross 2. Glengarry, Glen Ross 2. Actually, no, I don't. We can stay. This is perfect by itself. Don't remake this. It's perfect, okay? Just don't. The story, it was really quick, but I really liked it. One aspect that I really liked is that you never fully see into Kevin Spacey's office, and I was just really curious about that choice. I mean, you see it inside it from a glance, but you don't ever actually walk into his office as like a camera person. You see them go in and you know they're getting interviewed and the doors close and then they come back out and you're only focused on what's going on outside of his office. You're never fully in his office. Even when Shelley is trying to convince him to give him a couple leads to help him out, you're never in Kevin Spacey's office. You know the leads are in there and everything, but you never go in there. Coffee is for closers, people. Coffee is for closers. I love coffee, so I must be a closer. I don't know why I said that. Thank you for joining me today. That's really all I can say about this movie. Go watch it yourself, make your own opinion of it, and then come back and tell me what you think. It's a really, really, really good movie. The ending was the only thing that truly bugged me completely, but I loved the fast pace of it all, so I definitely recommend this movie. It's a quick movie. It goes by really fast. Thank you for watching. If you have any other book or movie recommendations, you can leave them in the comments below. I love hearing your suggestions and comments, and if you have any other type of video you want to see, like a Q&A or book or movie tag, anything of that sort, just let me know and I will totally do it for you. So thank you so much for everything. I really, really, really do appreciate it, and I just am so thankful to all of you for watching this. So just continue to watch it, share it with your friends, family, whoever, subscribe. I really appreciate it, and just thank you all so much. Have a wonderful day, evening, afternoon, whatever time of the day you're watching this, and don't forget to be awesome. Alright, goodbye! Woo!